Radar here. And I think today is day 22. I think it's Thursday. I could be wrong. I don't have Nibbles around me. She left about a half hour before I did this morning. I sat around and talked to Bunny while we ate breakfast. And this is really what I wanted. I wanted to lose track of time and day. Like I'm very excited. Now let's say it is Thursday. That would mean we've been on trail for 3 weeks. Today we're going to cross mile 300. It would be day 22 because day number 1 was Thursday. So we'll be crossing mile 300 here in just a few miles. Outside, again, north of Hot Springs. We camped at 16.8 from Hot Springs yesterday. Right past a gap up on a hill, and it's just been kind of nice and cruisy. Everybody's legs are doing really well. Feet are all coming back together. We're all kind of trying to keep it light until Damascus, and what I mean by that is kind of keep the days like dialed into an average of 16. That being said, we're looking at going 19 or 20 today. And then we'll tone it down again. It's just, there could be some easier miles today, so we'll snatch those up. And the weather, it's like that perfect dry spring weather. We are supposed to get maybe a chance of thunderstorms today. But you know, whatever. If it storms at a good hour, we'll hike without our rain gear, and if it storms late, throw some rain gear on. I wish I could capture some rainstorms. This particular setup that I have doesn't allow me to work in the rain. I could work in a lighter rain, so maybe I'll pull that out and capture some of the storms. But man, they're amazing. We caught a really heavy downpour a couple days ago before we got, I think it was one night before we got off in Hot Springs. We caught a shower that was probably 2 hours long, followed up by a very, very intense thunderstorm. And the thunderstorm was amazing. It brought out all kinds of salamanders. I mean, we haven't seen any frogs yet. We heard some frogs at the pond yesterday. Haven't seen any. But yeah, the salamanders were really intense. You can look at, I think Nibbles is going to be posting some of those on her Instagram account, which is buffalo.pine. And she's at buffalo.pine, so you can probably get in there and see some, man, it was just amazing. Not that salamanders are amazing, but come on, we were in the snow. It was snowing a week ago, right? So yeah, this area, let me show it to you. Not as budded out as it was between Sandy Bear and Hot Springs. Also, the Great Smokies had a lot more buds on them. It's just kind of starting to take off. Yesterday morning, there was nothing on the trees. And then by the end of the day, you started seeing, I don't know if you can see any of this, you started seeing a little bit of budding coming out. So, it'll be turning green here later this afternoon. And, you never know, you might jump over a mountain where the climate's completely different, and it'll be different over there. So, I don't know if there's anything interesting going on today, but if so, I'll fill in the gaps. She's blowing hard. Sweet. Alright, I'm out too. Well, that was a brutal trail. It's called the Exposed Ridgeline Trail. When the weather's really bad, a lot of people take the bad weather trail. It was really windy. We both got blown over at least once. But with the end of a bad, windy trail. Yep, it's 300 miles finished.
1892 to go to Maine.
And I feel like I've just walked 300 miles. Now we're gonna go eat lunch.
You smell like you walked 300 miles.
I smell like I walked 300 miles. Let's go. 300.0001.0002.
We have about 11 and a half miles to go.
Yeah, 11 and a half. There she is. 11 and a half miles more to go today. 12:30. That's about 5-6 hours. Well, 6 hours, we'll say, more traveling. So hopefully we'll be done by 6 o'clock or 6:30 this evening, which is just perfect because it gives you 2 hours to gives you an hour and a half to set up your camp, hang your bear bag, relax and eat, and then go to bed. So anyway. We're making our weekly run for the shelter because it's supposed to rain tomorrow morning maybe between like 7 and 11 a.m. But just a little bit of rain is annoying enough because you get some in your tent. I mean, sometimes it doesn't matter if it rained for 5 minutes or if it rained for 5 hours. You're gonna end up drying stuff out. Yeah, it's slight chance, 60% chance of showers tomorrow until 11, and then thunderstorms, etc., etc., etc.